guys, it's Sarah, and today I wanted to do a super quick review of a book that I bet you can't guess the name of. Just joking. Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. And a couple of things before I get into the review. Number one, I'm filming a little bit later in the day, so the light's a little bit hard, and I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit of hard light, so I'm sorry about that. Number two, the hair, I can't do anything about it. I just can't do anything about it. Number three, I'm not going to be discussing this book. I'm just going to be reviewing it. One book review, just like, because I have done reviews in the past, but I did 2 books in one video. So I just want to review this book and see how that goes. Let's get into it. Sea of Monsters. And I'm not going to spoil anything, so this is completely spoil free. If you haven't read this series, it's about Percy Jackson, and obviously that's the name of the series, Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, I think it's called. Percy Jackson, isn't it? Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. And it's about Percy Jackson, who is a son of a god, and he basically has to go on all of these quests to save the world, I guess. Or save Olympus, like the god world. The majority of the time he doesn't really work with human world. My mom's talking. Quiet on the set! What was I saying? There are some major characters in the first book and this book, and some of them, I'll just name them, are Annabeth, who is one of Percy's best friends, as well as Grover, who is Percy's friend, and in this book, Tyson. So those are some of the major characters in this story so far. As well, we have the non-good characters, but I'm not going to spoil that for you. So those are the good characters, and yes. Okay. I did write down stuff, but it's not any discussion, so don't worry. What I said about this book. Number one, it was great. I love this series. I'm so addicted to it. I cannot wait to pick up the next one. I wish I didn't put too many books on my TBR because I want to read the next one. There was a pretty great cliffhanger, but I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I'm sticking with my TBR. I'm going to do it because I need to read all these books. So anyways, now that I rambled about that, I really like this book, and I liked it a lot more than The Lightning Thief, and I'm not sure if that's because I watched the Lightning Thief movie before I read the book, and I didn't do that with Sea of Monsters, so I'm not sure if that's the reason, because I kind of already knew it was going to happen in The Lightning Thief, and this one I had no clue, but whatever the case is, I enjoyed this book so much more than Lightning Thief, which is saying something because I really enjoyed Lightning Thief. I love the characters in this book. I love Percy and Annabeth and Tyson, and I just really like them as characters, and I like them in the story, and they play such a major part, and I just really enjoy them. I just love all the characters in the story. This is just a great book. It's a great series. Another thing that I loved about this book is the adventures that they go on in the whole series of what I've read so far. They always go into these amazing adventures, and there's always these trials that they have to get through and things that they have to do, and this one I feel like it was a lot more focused than the last one, and there was a lot more planning. I don't really think it was planned, but there was a lot more of a knowing what you're going to do and how you're going to do it than the first one. The first one I felt like it was just kind of, they were blindly thrown in this situation and they had to figure it out on their own. But in Sea of Monsters, I feel like they know exactly what they're supposed to do and they get it done very quickly, and I really enjoyed that. It made for a faster paced book, I think. I talked about the character growth and the cliffhanger, both those things. I mean, I'm a sucker for a good cliffhanger, so I love cliffhangers. I really did like the character growth as well. The characters are growing up, like they're growing up in age, and they're also growing up in personalities, and I really like that. And also, another thing I wanted to add is that I read The Lightning Thief last month, and going and picking up Sea of Monsters, it didn't take me any time to read. It only took me like a day. Well, it took me less than a day to read, but I started it last night and finished it today. But it didn't take me any time to read the book, and it didn't take me any time to just like jump right back into the world. It wasn't like a book when you read it kind of a little far up. When you read what am I trying to say? When you read books, like series and books, and you're taking breaks from the world, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit harder to get back into the world and kind of immerse yourself in the characters and what happened, but with this one, I didn't see that. It was just like another great book that I just fell right into and read all the way to the end, so it was really good. In conclusion, I gave this book a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend this series. It's a great middle grade series, but also it's a great series for any grade. I feel like anybody can read it, and then it's a great, just an enjoyable adventure. I love the Greek mythology in it. It's such a nice take, but also a classic take on Greek mythology, and I really, really enjoyed this book. So that's it for the review. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with the next review. Let me know if you like the reviews better than having like a long discussion video. I enjoy doing both, so it probably doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna continue to do these things. So alright, bye guys, thank you for watching. I already said that. Have a good day. Bye.